Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's the brain of the mainframe here, Nile Scala with the Pop XP. And tonight it is a night. It's a live night, a fun night, a crowdfunding comics night. And joining me are two friends of mine that I'm happy to have as guest co-hosts. We've got Cara Nicole in the house, great artist, colorist, comedian, singer, cosplayer. I mean, I always, if you've met Adam Lawson, I always said he's like a Swiss Army knife of a creator, but I think Cara kind of really holds that. She can do a bit of everything. Yeah. And then we've got the man, the myth, becoming a legend in the Goblin realm, Mr. Dan Plegel. What's up, man?
And not much, man. What's up with you?
I'm doing good. And Cara, how are we doing?
I am doing fantastic as usual.
Awesome. And you're getting ready. A new campaign is going to be launching next week.
A new old campaign. So my last campaign, Unstable Frequencies, that I put out with Alfred Trujillo, ended. And now we are rolling over into INDIEGOGO for that second chance. And with that always comes with the second chance. INDIEGOGO in the backer kit always comes more stuff.
Yes. Everyone likes more stuff.
Yeah. So this time we're putting out actually a production book.
Oh.
That,
like behind the scenes book?
Yeah, I wanted to do that.
Nice.
And the thing is, let's face it, most people buy for the covers.
Yeah.
So the idea of, but what's it going to look like inside? It is going to look like inside my mind.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine a 4-year-old overeating to the point that they explode like a goldfish.
Oh, you caught Dan's attention. He's like,
Tell me
do
more.
tell a goldfish, you say.
I have blueberries and Popeyes. Tell me more. I'm here for the inspiration.
What did you get from Popeyes?
I got me a box of shrimp.
Ooh, oh, you really did get the shrimp. I thought you were being a
No.
silly guy. Oh, you
I
did.
I got a half pound of spicy shrimp.
Oh, nice. And you
Yeah,
just
and
keep that like it's
and
like
some
you're
chicken.
pulling it out of your pocket or something.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
incredible. Excellent.
I even have some rice and beans still left.
Oh, nice. Excellent. And some blueberries, antioxidants.
yeah,
You're a healthy guy.
I got it.
Oh, yeah, you're prepared. I just
Yeah.
have a lot of alcohol in front of me. But you know
A lot
what?
of
Maybe I should cut back a little. I don't know.
That's prepared as well.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But we got a great show tonight. We got 4 amazing creators. 3 have been on before. We got a newcomer on tonight with a campaign. He's not new to crowdfunding. He's not new to indie comics, but he is new to the Pop XP and crowdfunding comics. We're happy to have him. But let's start bringing our guests. First up, a veteran guest, a veteran co-host. Everyone, please welcome back Mr. Alton Simpson. Al, how we doing, man?
Hey guys. And lady, what's up? How's it
Not
going?
much, man. Happy to have you back. You got another campaign going, another workhorse in the crowdfunding field.
Trying
Trying and
You're
achieving.
not
Trying
trying.
to
You're
follow
doing
and trying to follow in Kara's gorgeous footsteps.
We haven't seen my feet, Al.
I can't wait.
We'll talk
man.
about that later.
Oh, you hit a nice subject there. We'll talk.
Woo! And then for the first time ever on the crowdfunding comics, and hopefully for many more times, everyone, please welcome Mr. Max Ham.
Hello.
Welcome, sir.
What's up,
Thank
man?
you. Thank you for having me on tonight.
Yeah, anytime. We've been friends through the social media realm for quite some time, so it's great to actually get a chance to talk to you and get to learn about some of your creative processes. I've seen many posts of the books you do and whatnot, and now we get an opportunity to really dive in and check it out. So this is going to be fun.
Sounds great.
And then my man right up here even reached out to little work on his campaign. Everyone, please welcome Mr. Tony Kittrell.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
Good, man. Good.
Tony.
Glad to have you on.
Glad to be on. Thank you for having me.
All righty, sir. And last but not least, with his debut campaign, he was on before, so we could get that email list going and promoted. Everyone, please welcome Mr. Justin Belmont. What's up, Justin?
What's going on?
Smokes the fox.
Hey, Justin.
I hope you brought enough for everyone, Justin.
There you go.
Bring it all in. Pass it around. Come on, Justin, smile.
Sharon is caring.
There we go. Sharing is caring. Hey, man, it's great having all you guys on. We got some great campaigns, and let's dive into it now. Alton, you are on. How many campaigns is this for you now?
This will be my 5th one.
Wow, incredible! And this is for Vampires of New Jersey number 8.
Yeah, the 8th issue.
Eighth issue and art book.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I did an art book last time with actually the first time with Bunny Goes to Space. And people really like it. It collects all the covers in one spot, and it's a great add-on. And doing both has been fun. I did it with Witches of Westchester last time, and it worked out well.
Yeah. It is cool. I when I was scrolling through your campaign, I was like, man, you got some hot covers and some pics in this thing, man.
Yeah.
You're really expanding it. You're expanding the visual elements, let's just say, and I'm liking it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
You always try and break some new ground.
Definitely. Well, let's check out your campaign video, and then we'll jump into the campaign.
Oakley dokley.
Vampires of New Jersey 8. Now available on Kickstarter. The story continues of the vampires versus the mob, as Cass and his crew battle the ultimate killers, the Disciples of Vlad. All roads lead to Jersey. This campaign has something to offer for everyone, both sexy and risque covers, available by artists such as C.B. Zane, Steph Wilson, Wendy Steen Shaner, and more. Don't miss out on this action-packed comic. Pick up your copy today with sexy covers by Countess Camilla Noir, Cara Nicole, and Baby Bats. Pledge your support today on Kickstarter.
How'd you sneak in there, Cara?
She's everywhere.
Hey, you know that speaks bounds right there, right?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I worked with Cara on my first campaign, and she's like a good luck charm no matter what she does. And, there was actually one picture left over from that. Oh, there's Bunny.
It's because she's out of this world. That's why.
Now,
That's
Cara,
why.
the cosplay you did for Bunny, Cara, was the coolest thing I think I've ever seen. Did you enjoy that? Let me interview her for a second.
Yeah. Oh, you're muted, Cara.
I didn't know that was possible.
Oh.
What? No, I love hearing her.
No, I loved doing the bunny, but what do you do with this? Where do you store this?
I don't know what to tell you. Bunny number 1 it actually will be out in probably spring, going into summer. So
Awesome.
you get some more
hey,
use out of it.
If you wanna talk, I really enjoyed that. It's such
Don Chin.
cute.
Don.
I always want to talk, Carol. Anytime you want to talk, I'm willing to talk.
But look at this. Look at all this. This doesn't even scratch the surface.
Oh, I know.
What he has.
Look at the scroll bar here, people. You see how far we have to go? There's a lot here.
Whoa.
Yeah, I kind of delayed the start because it seemed like everybody was going in January. And the more I delayed, the more people like contacted me and were like, I want to work with you. And it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So
Yeah, now who
I
does
don't
your interior work?
Yeah, Connor Cole. I've been
Yeah.
working with him, I guess about 4 or 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And he, believe it or not, he was the second choice. But I mean, he's pretty brilliant at this point. I mean, I write like a movie script, and I toss it to him, and he just gets it.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty amazing. We're kind of locked, you know, mentally at this point. He does have a day job with the Mouse House, so he's kind of busy.
Mhm.
But I'm his side gig, and he really likes it. So
Nice. I enjoy his interiors. I know me and you were talking about it, before the campaign launch, I think
Yeah.
last month. Definitely. And he's like he's evolving too,
Yeah.
and it's really cool to see. What really actually caught my eye was this panel here.
Yeah.
I thought he just nailed it. He just nailed this right here. Absolutely perfect, man.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about Vampires of New Jersey, because there's always new viewers watching.
Okay. Well, the elevator pitch is vampires versus the mob, like True Blood versus Sopranos.
Mhm.
But after 8 issues, we've mixed in elements of all kinds of supernatural things. Werewolves of Brooklyn, my other spinoff, that was them in that clip with the motorcycle. Witches of Westchester, witches are mixed in. The Vatican's involved, of course. So there's a lot of different elements, and it's this issue is part of a 4-issue arc I call All Roads Lead to Jersey, where my lead character has been vacillating like Hamlet about whether or not to be a vampire, because he's on the verge of being turned. He actually can decide whether or not he wants to do it. While he's deciding, the vampire community has decided they want to get rid of him, and the Disciples of Vlad are direct disciples of the original vampire, and they know that if he's turned, he'll become Vampire Prime. So they go to Jersey. All roads lead to Jersey from all over the world. So there's, like a Russian vampire who comes, and one from Africa, one from China. They travel in pairs, and you can only kill them a certain way. So it's fun. I think there's a fight on the Brooklyn Bridge in this one. So that was
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I like to ground everything by using real locations like Marvel Marvel does.
Mhm.
That was always my favorite thing about those comics.
Definitely. And
Now-
go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask how a vampire in New Jersey manages to pay those property taxes.
Well, if you've lived, a couple hundred years, you might have saved a few pennies.
Okay.
So that's about the only way. Yes, New Jersey has the highest property taxes, the highest insurance rates, and now that pot's legal, we might catch up to Colorado and be just the highest. But
Nice.
yeah, that's we complain, but we endure. That's the thing about Jersey.
Mm.
Now, how many covers do you have on this campaign?
I don't know. I work with Russ Cassidy, and he was counting them up. I mean, it's an awful lot. I guess 40 or more. I'm no Jim Noble. I don't have 100 covers, but
Oh my
it's
gosh,
it's a good number. And I got all the hits. I got CB Zane, Wendy Shaner, of course, Cara.
Mhm.
It's the team I've been working with. Plus, I threw in some cosplay models and goth models. So, and by goth I mean that's pretty much their lifestyle. So when I approached them about doing a cover, they're all Instagram models. They were excited with working with me on the project. So that was fun.
How do you go about acquiring like Instagram models to do that? Do you just message them on Instagram?
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about I'm not asking for
girl.
anything. I'm pretty professional, and I'm not asking for anything ridiculous. So they, the ones that are there, they like the idea. I mean, Vampires in New Jersey. I explained it to them. I sent them, some pictures of the actual comic, and they're taking these pictures. They want people to see them, and I open them up to a new crowd of people. So, like Hauntingly Familiar, there, she's actually a friend of mine that's been following the comic here in Jersey for years, and we hang out at the New Jersey Horror Con when I do those.
Oh,
So
nice.
a couple of them are local. Cora Fit Metal, she's from France, and she had some glorious pictures of her with a sword in front of castles, because they're all over Europe.
Wow.
And she actually was willing to come on my podcast, but her English isn't that great and my French is horrible. But we'll work on it and see if we can work it out. But yeah, they're from all over the place. I have a model from Austria, France, Germany. Last campaign I had one from London. So yeah, I just approach them about the pictures that they have, ask them if they want to do more pictures or if there are pictures that they have that I can use.
Mhm.
And it works out. And of course, the great December Lace, who I met at the Baltimore Comic-Con last year, she's fantastic. Yeah, I've just been very lucky. People like the concept and they like the artwork. So
Yeah. And now you're still selling these in your local comic shops too, in your area that you're supplying.
Well, yeah, I do. I want to delineate the regular covers from the Kickstarter covers. I kind of want them to be special to Kickstarter because there's a lot of collectors on there. So I don't specifically sell these covers in stores.
Ooh, is that an Axebone cover?
Yeah.
That's my buddy Axe.
Yeah, Axe is quite amazing. I just backed his campaign. It just finished.
Thanks, man.
I've been working with him. I think this is the third campaign I work with Axe. He's fantastic. And I'm lucky. Everybody I work with, including Cara and Alfred, they're nice people. Like if you met them, you would like them. And I did meet Cara, and I love meeting them.
Yeah, don't tell people. Don't let people know Cara can be nice.
I met Cara. She came to a show I put on.
She's tough as nails. Well, she was Lady Death when I met her. So
I met her as Power Girl at Baltimore Comic Con some years back.
Yeah. I mean, it's an amazing experience. But everybody on my team, I've been lucky. They're genuine, and they really want to do great work, and they enjoy what I do. So I know I'm lucky in that respect.
Yeah. And just so everyone knows, I met her as, "Hey, you're standing way too close to my booth. Get the hell away." And I was just trying to tie my shoe. But it's all cool. It's good now. We're good.
Yeah.
So now I see here we got volume 1. So if anybody wants to catch up, they can obviously catch up in this campaign.
Yeah, I've got I throughout my shared universe, I'm starting to get a number of issues for everything. So I've got volume 1 and volume 2 of Vampires, the first 3 issues in 1 and the next 3 issues in 2. And also Blackjack, my superhero whose powers change without his control. It's like X-Files meets Unbreakable. I've got a graphic novel for that too. And I'll have one for Werewolves of Brooklyn coming out this spring.
Nice.
It allows people to catch up in a nice, compact way.
Very cool. Now, for anyone that may not have backed any of your campaigns, do you have an online store for your books?
Yeah, what I did was I actually learned from Cara. I opened an Indiegogo store for Witches of Westchester and another one for Bunny Goes to Space. And those are on demand, so they're ongoing.
Oh, fantastic. So those are still on Indiegogo right now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'll add the links to that to the description of the show as well. So
Cool.
if anyone's interested in checking out your other titles.
I appreciate it.
Very cool, man. And the campaign's doing really well.
Yeah, it's been going. I can't ask for more than the success that I've had. It's gratifying, and people tell me they love. Al, I got this stuff. I love it. I can't wait till you do another one. So,
Awesome.
It's been good.
Kevin Smith loves it.
Yeah, I met him in the spring because my books are sold out at Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. I thought it was 5 times, but Mike Zapchik told me 6 times, and that's all issues.
Wow.
So Kevin was there for a meet and greet last spring. So I went up, and I just went up to thank him because him and Mike literally, I'm in a lot of stores, and you're indie. So there's usually an indie section where they put you, and then people have to go there to find you. But Mike put me right up front with DC and Marvel, and I sold out. So I went up to thank Kevin, and he was just like really cool. It was like, dude, back and forth, just to thank him for allowing me to be in the store and get the opportunity. And he loves independent creators. He was happy to do it. He actually said the same thing you said about the interior guy. And he actually offered to get him some signing gigs out in California where he lives.
Wow.
So that's the kind of guy Kevin Smith is. He's just that nice.
Real cool, man. Well, hey, good luck with the campaign. You've got 13 days to go. You've exceeded your $1,500 goal. You're about to crush over into the $10,000 line. So if you guys can, it's something you like, check out Vampires of New Jersey #8 and art book currently on Kickstarter. Also check out the other titles on Indiegogo as well. But if you can, and you like the book, back it. And then there's always that lovely ability that we have is we can share those campaigns. So please give a share for Vampires of New Jersey on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram. And if you're a fellow streamer, maybe you want to reach out and have a great guest, because Al is awesome to have on as a guest. He's also awesome to have on as a co-host, which I haven't had in a while. I got to get you back on with us.
It's awesome to be on now, anytime.
Yeah, it's a great time. So now let's jump in, and we got let's check out Max's campaign for Earth's Best Friends Book 3.
Just to warn you, there's copyrighted song on the video.
Yeah,
I'm
not going to play
or
the
not.
video, just because of the song.
Yeah,
You were very fortunate because they will pull you if they find out that your stuff is copyrighted.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
the silliest thing with me is they pull my song when I write it and put it up because I'm distributed through somewhere else. So I have to dispute myself to get my music to play on my videos.
So do I. I get it. They do that to me too.
It's
Even
crazy.
Cara Nicole and yeah.
It's the craziest thing.
Max is like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's like, great. Now I got to change my song after this.
I got to
Just
argue
leave
with
it.
myself about my own music.
Wait, well, they pull the. If that happens, though, let's talk about this for a second. Let's have a serious conversation, peeps.
Yeah.
If they do that, will he lose his whole campaign, or do they pull his campaign video?
I think they just pulled a video, right, Cara?
I don't know.
Makes sense.
I haven't had that problem on Kickstarter. I just heard, so we've been very cautious about that.
Yeah. They
But-
probably would
Like,
just
through the
silence the
grapevine.
music, though, if it was just music.
Well, maybe I
They
should
can't silence the music
change the
without
video when
silencing your voice.
done here.
That's true.
Just sing it yourself,
Yeah,
and
right.
then throw a couple different words in, and it's an original.
Yeah, you guys need a song, contact me or I guess Alfred or Cara. We'll rip something off for you. I mean,
All
not
right,
rip
well.
off. You know what I mean? We'll
It's got little.
we'll
boot
crank
legs,
out a
so
song.
I got something for you. But all right, so let's jump back into it then. Hopefully
Okay.
everything will be good. All right, so tell us a little bit about Earth's Best Friends.
Yeah, so Earth's Best Friends is my superhero anthology. It's family friendly, all ages kind of thing. So the very opposite of what you're going for, Al. But it's cool.
Different audiences, man.
I decided to go for a younger audience just because it seems like there isn't a whole lot of people doing that, and I have kids, so it's great to see them enjoy me going through this creative process, and that's actually them in it too. So it's like the kids are named after my kids and my nephew and niece. So that's my son Sealy, my niece Lacey, my nephew Jackson, my daughter Chloe.
Oh, cool. So they get to see them, and they know they're in the book.
Yes.
Yeah, so they must love seeing themselves in the pages.
Oh yeah.
Never tell them that. They're going to come back and be like, okay, and where's my percentage?
Yeah, right.
And you use my likeness.
They're gonna start signing other kids just like notebooks and stuff at school. Just signing like we're in a comic. It's cool.
Yep.
All right, so so this is an all-age book, kid-friendly. So now, are you the writer, artist, everything on this? How does your production work?
So I'm the writer and producer, creator, basically everything but the art. I've got a character designer that does the individual like character designs, obviously, and then I have my illustrator / color / letter. So basically, I have one guy designing characters for me, one guy doing the pages. It started off with a team of 4, but then when I met my current guy that's doing my pages, I changed shifts. He was not only do I like his art style just better, but he also gave me a better financial deal. Better, he was charging me less basically. So I was like, yeah, I have to make this decision. This guy is great to work with, and it's a lot less confusing to work with one guy versus 4 to get the communication going. But I love my original team. Don't get me wrong. I mean, not that they were ever bad or anything, but he just fits everything better for me.
Yeah, I actually love your Sergeant Snake character design.
So yeah, he's I threw in the Cobra rod because of Aladdin, Jafar and Aladdin. I was like, you have to do it. He's the guy that turns into a Cobra. So yeah, the guy that does my characters, Dave Lentz, he's an amazing character designer. Everything he's done for me is great. And then I did have to switch character designers to Gabriel Nissi, who shout out did the image on the shirt for me. I don't know if you can really see it, but he's now Dave got too busy for me, so I ended up with him, and he does amazing stuff too. And then Super Sake here is roughly based off me and an idea I had when I was 13.
Nice. Cool. So give us a synopsis. What's the story about?
Yeah, so book 3 follows just the hyper feeling ninja heroes. So there is an overarching story, but basically each chapter is kind of its own thing as well. I think more like Saturday morning cartoons. Like each episode is not or each chapter is not necessarily related to the last one. But chapter 6 and 7 are related. They take place basically. Chapter 7 does take place the next day. So chapter 6 is where we see Sergeant Snake. Basically, he hypnotizes the 3 out of 4 of the kids to basically fight each other. Well, the last one is kind of like, guys, come on, what's going on here? So I think this page is a page of chapter 6, but on the campaign, I think if you scroll up, or maybe it's down, I can't remember now, but because that's my Christmas special there. But so chapter 6 is Sergeant Snake in the Grass is what I call it. And basically you have Anubis, your Shredder or your Rita from Power Rangers kind of thing, where it's like, all right, I have to destroy these cats. Yeah, that's the page. Yeah, so that's the page from chapter 6. So you see they're playing hide and seek, and he interrupts them, just whoosh, out of the leaves, and then so basically what happens in the next few pages is he hypnotizes Jackson, Chloe, and Seely to fight amongst each other, and then when they transform, it doesn't stop them from still fighting each other. And there's a really funny scene where Seely throws a tornado into himself because Sergeant Snake just counters it immediately. And then chapter 7 is All's Fair. It takes place the next day after they make up and defeat Sergeant Snake. They go to the fair, and you'll see going down you'll see Dr. Quacko make his return. So Dr. Quacko was a villain that happened in book 2 as well. There he is, Dr. Quacko. Shout out to Olivia who did that one for me. I have a relationship with a lot of artists on this project. Through a couple of years I've been doing it. So Dr. Quacko comes back. He wants revenge on them, obviously, and this time he's actually working with Anubis. And so he has this big giant robot called the Mega Robo Quacker, and there's this very funny moment where they kind of just mispronounce Mega Robo Quacker on purpose. A lot of funny quirks like that. So then chapter 8 is the Scalper, which I think that's the character right above him. Scalper and his ninja thieves. Yeah, there he is. So his thing is he steals electronics from the kids of the school and then basically sells them back at ridiculous prices, much like a ticket scalper would be or a PS5 scalper. So what happens here is, the hyper-feeling ninja heroes kind of notice that everybody's tablets and phones are missing. And so then when they transform and notice that he's conquering the playground, Jackson, the leader, or Fury, who when he's transformed, he's about to, attack him. And he says, wait, Fury, instead of attacking me, you could play the latest video game for free. And then so that essentially puts him out of commission and causes Rosie to have to be the leader temporarily. And that doesn't go well because his army of ninja thieves overpower them. And eventually what happens is Fury has to end up snapping out of it in order to join them and save the day. And then chapter 9 features Super Steak, the character I said was roughly based off me, which is down, right there. So what happens in that chapter is Sky, or Seely/Sky, basically is fed up with his siblings. He's the youngest. He's the youngest of the kids. And so he gets fed up with them constantly picking on him, constantly making him the distraction, constantly, being the youngest is hard. So Sergeant Snake actually comes back and takes the disguise of one of his stuffed animals and kind of convinces him to essentially go to the dark side. And so what happens is he gives into like that anger or whatever and becomes the Dark Sky. And I kind of made this like weird like Batman parody with that character. So he ends up going to the middle school after he beats up his siblings. He goes to the J. Kirby Middle School. Yes, so I named the schools J. Kirby Middle School, S. Lee Elementary, and S. Ditko High School.
Nice. I like that. Cool.
Marvel heroes, of course. I originally used their original names, but my character designer said you probably shouldn't because I know Stan Lee's daughter likes to sue people for that. So I was like, oh, good call. I'll just use the initial then. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, he goes to J. Kirby Middle School and terrorizes, but little did he know that this character, unlike most superheroes, he only defends the middle school. He doesn't care about what's going on in the rest of the city or the world. He just defends the middle school. And so he gets into a fight with him, and Super Steak pretty much beats him quite easily because he's essentially Superman. He's very overpowered, which is why I confine him to just defending his middle school. It's kind of like, how do you have a character so powerful and not always save the day with him, right? So that was like my answer to that. It's like, well, he doesn't care about the rest of the world or saving the day. He just wants to defend his middle school.
Now, I'm curious, where'd you come up with Super Steak?
I was 13 and I just...
You're like, I'm 13, I liked steak, and I got Super Steak.
Not even, I just like the
and
word.
his sidekick, A1 Buddy.
Yeah. Like, I don't really have a reason for why I named him that. It was just, that was the name I came up with at the time, and I kind of just stuck with it as an adult. It was like, whatever.
No, that's cool. I think that's fun. I think kids would, they enjoy that. It's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you got a bonus story in here.
Yeah. So, or at least one that I'm showcasing. I actually have a couple bonus stories. I tend to throw in a couple things that are like not quite chapters because they're only like a couple pages long. But yeah, this is the one. This is my Christmas special. It's pretty over the top. It does get a little preachy, but I'm very proud of it.
Oh, cool, man. So how many? I mean, you've got a bunch of chapters here. I mean, how many pages is this book?
I'm estimating. I won't know until it's I have it all together, but I'm estimating between like 50 and 70.
Okay, that's a good sized book. Now, how many campaigns do you have under your belt?
So this would be for this comic at least. This would be number 3. I had one in January last year that failed because I didn't know what I was doing, and that's what happened to previous Kickstarters I tried with other comic projects. Then the summer I had a successful one because I did a lot more research on how to do a Kickstarter campaign successfully. And then this is number 3 here.
Nice. All right. So you have 50 hours to go. So your campaign's almost over.
Yep.
But you did make your goal. Again, anyone out there, if you're looking for great kids for, comics for your kids or anything like that, not great kids, but comics, then check out Earth's Best Friends on Kickstarter. Back that book, share that book again on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, and spread the word because you are right. And that's why I always, usually whenever anyone has like an all ages book or a book geared toward younger kids, I do like to get them on the show just to get it out there because we have to keep our youngsters, and we need stuff to introduce them to comics.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff is honestly, it's us guys, we're making comics for ourselves. We're not really making comics for the younger audience.
Yeah.
So we always got to do it. We got to keep going. So I like the interiors. I think they're fun. It looks great. I like your character designs. The concept of the story sounds fun. Definitely wish you good luck on that, man.
Thank you. Very I also
cool.
like to say one more thing. I'm partnered with comic books for kids for this campaign. So there are tiers where people could actually donate copies of Earth's Best Friends to the kids in hospitals and stuff with comic books for kids.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. You got a backer from me on that one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, if anybody wants to do that, that is what do you know which tier that is?
It's the I think it starts at one of the 20s. I have like 320 tiers, but yeah, they're
comics for kids right here.
Yeah, comic books for kids friends. Yep. So that's the base one for that organization.
Awesome. I love that. Yeah, I'll definitely back that myself too. That's really cool. I appreciate you that, man, and what you're doing. You know, that's awesome. So, all right, everyone, if you get a chance, like I said, check out Earth's Best Friends Book 3, which is 50 hours left on Kickstarter. And now coming up, man, we got Mr. Tony. Mr. Tony's in the house. We got Cosmos number 6. Man, up to number 6.
Rolling along.
Rolling along.
The halfway point of the 12-issue maxi series that we're doing.
Awesome.
So,
well, let me I'm gonna play your campaign video first, Tony, and then we'll get into the campaign.
All right.
That was kind of creepy music, Tony.
It
That was freaking me out a little. I thought something was about to pop out at me.
No, it serves a purpose. The music is actually part of the appeal. And when you read the book, you'll see that it's kind of a creepy book, actually. It's kind of a creepy book.
Nice. And then Nicholas Gear actually asked, question for Tony, what's the release schedule for the remaining issues of Cosmos?
Well, Nick, that depends on the fine people at Kickstarter who are backing the book. Because, like I said, it's a 12-issue series, and we are done all the way up until issue 9. 9 is another 48-page book, and we are about 32 pages of that drawn and inked already. If this is successful, one of the stretch goals will be to give you guys issues 7 and 8 early. They're already done and ready to go, ready to get printed. So if we can get that lucky and reach that goal, you guys get 6, which is 48 pages, 7, which is another 28, I believe. Issue 8 is 28. So you theoretically can cop almost 100 pages of story with this one campaign.
Wow. That's incredible. And you got a hell of a universe, man.
Well,
You got a heck of a. I love the style of the universe. Now you are at 2, so you have 18 days to go. We're gonna get this out in the open right now, people. There's 18 days to go. You have a $2,500 goal, so we got to get this thing.
2 more
funded.
backers. That's cool. Thank you, whoever backed. Thank you, everyone who backed. I want to say thank you. I'm late to the Kickstarter realm, so I've only been doing Kickstarters until recently, and it's been fun because it lets me get the books directly to the fans who supported us or people who just don't know about what we're doing and give them something special. I mean, you can get our books through stores and such, but Kickstarter allows me to do special things for you guys, give you special covers. Like I said, I can give you exclusive books or just give you books in advance, whereas they won't get them in the shops until months. And actually, issue 7 probably won't hit the store till next year. So, I mean, issue 8 won't hit the store till next year. But if this works out, you guys get 8 with this campaign.
Nice. Now I got to ask. Now, when you officially hit retirement, are you gonna start producing, like, hitting harder in your comics?
Oh,
production?
definitely.
Yeah.
I've already. That's my goal. What I was referring to. I'm about 700 days away from retiring from a career in public safety. I've been a firefighter for almost 20. It'll be 27 years when I retire. Firefighter and paramedic. So I've already said that comics is my full-time gig, and I've let all my co-creators know that, hey, be prepared to ramp it up, because once I retire, this is it, full-time comics.
Nice. Nice. And I love your interiors, man. You're definitely you share that love, I think, of the 90s comics and, you
I
know,
do.
those superhero teams and stuff like
do.
that.
I
Is
do.
that Vanilla Ice?
Go ahead,
Is
Carol.
that right here?
You say Vanilla Ice?
Does
He
look
just looks like he's about to stop, collaborate, and listen.
Speaking of Vanilla Ice, why is he in like every commercial I'm seeing lately?
Because he's broken, he needs the money.
Don't let him melt,
artist-
people.
The artist on this is Dodi Ika, and he's been collaborating with me. He's one of the first artists that I picked up for Advent going on, 13 years ago now? So, yeah, love this guy's artwork to death.
Very cool.
And what we wanted to do was we wanted to tell a story that, Cosmos has a long history, but I won't bore you guys with that. Maybe another episode. But we want to tell a nice story, but I wanted to jazz it up a little bit. So what I did was I reached out to like 90 other indie comics creators and publishers, and they're all guest starring over the course of the 12 issues. So we have small indie companies all the way up to big indie companies. Issue 4 had Dark Horses and Mike Barron's Nexus to Peer. Issue 5 we had some characters from Andy Smith appear and some other co-creators. Punt Press, they've been our very first crossover that we did with
Why
them.
are you not doing Indiegogo?
I've done a couple Indiegogos.
Have you?
Yeah. I don't know,
Because a lot of the names you just dropped like crush it on Indiegogo.
Yeah.
I don't know the I guess the way to navigate Indiegogo. I've done Cosmos on Indiegogo for the first 2 issues, and it was successful. Issue 3 failed. So I was like, well, maybe I'm navigating it wrong, because I had tried Indiegogo on 2 other occasions, and I kind of split. One book was like a sci-fi Dungeons and Dragons meets Star Wars kind of book called Rise of the Lexicons. That was successful. But then I tried another one, which was a crime action book that wasn't successful. So I'm kind of hit or miss over Indiegogo, but I want to try to hit all the campaigns I can, because I want everyone to know about our books. So it's just a matter of trying to navigate and basically know what I'm doing on the Indiegogo platform. So I'm still a novice over there, so I don't really know what to do.
Well, if you want to do that again, let's chat, and then I
Okay.
can consult you right into the direction you need to go.
Sounds
What
good.
streams you need to get on and stuff,
Okay.
because if you got you're dropping some big names that are thriving on Indiegogo, and if you've had their support on Cosmos and you still have their support with your series, then they're definitely going to back it on that platform. And there's a lot of great fans over there as well. Not that there isn't that Kickstarter. You just got business is business, right? You got
Exactly.
where's your network at, right?
Exactly.
And you want to pull in as much as you can.
I'm finding both is best.
Both is best. That's
Yes.
Billy Tucci. You got to talk to Billy Tucci on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got that. Everyone likes that guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a teen sensation. What's not to like?
I don't know why people like him so much.
He's a good guy.
I don't know.
Jerry Tucci, nothing like him. I mean,
But this cover image here alone that's up here is something I would, if I saw that, I would back it. Because
if I saw that on a comic book shelf, I would yank that thing right off.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that is, like I said, I've been doing Kickstarters for our fans, so that cover won't see the light of a comic book store. I have a regular cover that will. It's going to go when it goes to comic book shops. You'll see that cover, but 4 of these covers were just made specifically for the campaign for fans. I always try to give the fans who support our Kickstarters something exclusive or something that's truly collectible. Like when I did our 10th anniversary issue, I gave away 10 comics that were just exclusive only to Kickstarter. And so I want everybody to go away with something saying, oh man, that was a cool campaign. And I got something that you can't get anywhere else. So I want everybody to feel that way about our campaigns.
Oh, and that cover. Oh my God, that's cool too.
Yeah, that's Mr. Sean Hill. He does some great work.
I'm all about the lady in the lower corner there.
In the blue,
Yes.
right?
Her name is Tantra. You'll be seeing more of her once we get to issue 7. Issue 6, like I said, is the halfway point, and it kind of ties different storylines.
Oh,
That-
Dan, do you want us to get? Do you want me to bring everyone backstage and just let you have a moment here?
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah.
I just need a second.
Next thing you know, we're gonna look at him. He's gonna have a cigarette lit, just sitting there.
That's
Oh,
a
man,
very
that's crazy.
virgin cover by my guy Head.
This stuff is so good.
He does a lot of covers.
It's
for
like- It's like old school 80s G.I. Joe meets the Stormwatch of
yeah.
Amazing that you should say that, because in this issue, basically Earth is invaded, as you saw in the video, and basically Earth's version of, I don't want to get in trouble with G.I. Joe, or their military special forces combine, and they launch a counteroffensive against the aliens. So basically it's G.I. Joe meets Star Wars and meets aliens. So it's pretty cool. And there's some other things that are going on as well.
Oh, that's
also,
cool too.
Like I said, this is a big crossover issue. So you have Big Bang Comics, Roundtable of America, and maybe about 6 other big companies, as well as some other little ones, who are appearing in this issue as well.
Awesome. Hey, you have a heck of a universe.
It's a great shirt too. I like that shirt.
And
Yeah, it's a
that's
cool
our
shirt,
gift.
right?
That's the new shirt, and that's our new gift box. Basically, with the gift boxes, I include pretty much everything in a gift box. You have all of the different covers. We give you shirts. We give you hoodies. You get mugs. You get all kinds of crap, posters. So for one low price, you can get the Cosmos gift box.
Nice.
And those are some of the backer goals. Now we're closing in on 100 backers. Everyone's already getting the Cosmos sticker logo. It looks a little different than what's pictured there. So when you see it, you're going to love it. And the next is a drink coaster. We got trading cards and different things, bookmarks. And also we have the stretch goals coming up. So I think you guys like the stretch goals as well.
I like the homage cover you have. Speaking of G.I. Joe,
And that's one of the.
he's giving everyone money. How cool is that?
That's cool. That's super cool.
Other than myself, I get no money out of this. But everyone else who works the campaign will, or the artists, the inkers, the colorists, the letterers, and a couple of the guest stars or the guest companies will get a share of that incentive. So other than myself, I get nothing, but they all do. And then there's the Cosmos Kickstarter exclusive cover. It's a remake of G.I. Joe, and then there's a homage of the Expendables. So
nice.
Tony Kittrell, the Santa Claus of crowdfunding.
I want to make every campaign something that you guys like and you really love. Andy Smith did that cover, and that's issue 7. It's already done. Now, if we are lucky, knock on wood, I've never gotten $10,000 on a campaign ever, no matter. And I've done 20,
which doesn't make sense.
This is my
Good looking stuff.
My 25th campaign, actually. I have my personal Kickstarter campaign. Then I have one for Advent Comics, and then also I've done, like I said, I've done about 7 over on Indiegogo.
Wow.
So all in all, it's my 25th crowdfunding campaign. And that's artwork from the issues. So you're looking at actual pages taken out of those books. So if you like what you see, help us get those goals, and we'll ship you guys those books. And if we're lucky to hit my dream goal of 15,000 on the campaign, everyone is going to get volume 2 of Cosmos, which collects issue 6 all the way up to issue 8. So you're going to get about 140 pages of story.
Wow.
Very cool.
If I didn't know better, I'd think you wanted people to read your stuff.
I do. I really do. I really do. And that's the thing. And I will go to every end possible to earth to just introduce ourselves to people. And we do some fun stuff here. and we have books of pretty much every kind of genre you can think of. So I just want people to enjoy it and hopefully have some fun with comics again, like we used to. So that's where I stand.
Nice, man. Well, very good, Tony, man. The book looks great. I mean, I've backed your campaigns in the past. I've got my Cosmos issues as well. And again, I can attest that, you know, they're high quality books, the great stories, great illustrations. I mean, it truly is, man. Especially if you're a fan of the 90s, if you're, you know, a 90s comic kid like myself, you know, it's right up your alley. I'm telling you. So definitely back that up. And I'm just going to give it real quick here, man. Just a big quiet, yeah. Oh, don't be telling people it's my birthday. Come on, Blevin just that's just Blevin's needing attention. It ain't my birthday.
Get him struck for the song. Happy birthday.
Blevin just wants to get noticed. Blevin wants to get noticed. Let's get him up here. Come on. I'm trying to have a conversation here.
Bring in the NFT cake.
Bring in the NFTs. But yeah, so anyone, if you can, check out Cosmos #6. The books are awesome. You can head over to you can also purchase they can purchase the books online, correct, Tony? Your past books?
Yeah, you can get them through adventcomics.com, Amazon, Barnes Noble, Comixology, Drive-Thru, Indie Planet, on a Kindle format, and of course your local comic book shops. Now Cosmos is a Kickstarter only book for floppies right now. Now I released volume 1 trade paperback of Cosmos in a comic shop, so you can get it there, but I want to keep this floppy wise as a Kickstarter book.
Nice.
That's cool. Sure. I like that. That's different.
Yeah.
We'll be getting my money for sure.
Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate any support we can get. Our goal actually with these 2 new backers, we are about $444 away from our goal. So if you guys help us get to the funding goal, I will be pleased. Like I said, the backer goals and stretch goals, they're wishes for me. If we get that close, then fine. Like I said, I just want to give you guys something, you know, to remember the campaign by.
Awesome. So everyone, if you can, check it out. Share it on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. There's 18 days left. So if you're a fellow streamer, maybe invite Tony on. Have a chat with him.
Yes, friends. Don't miss out.
Love to, please.
Definitely. So thanks, man. Thanks, Tony, for coming on and sharing this with us. And now it's time. Let's toke it up for a minute. All right. We got some Smokes the Fox #1 and Weaponized Werewolf #0, Mr. Justin Belmont.
What's going on?
What do we got here?
Happy birthday, man.
Happy unbirthday.
I feel there's a story there.
No, there really isn't. Unfortunately, I wish there was something funny behind it. That's
when I first saw that art, it's just so cute. Like from a female perspective, it's like, oh, this is so cute.
You like the cute fox?
Yes.
That werewolf look cute right there? Or that gonna just savage?
Cute.
He's not so cute right there.
So this is for 2 different books?
Though.
It
it's
is good
exciting.
Okay.
So tell us about the story, Justin. What do we got going on?
That's Cheney, the lab-made werewolf. Both characters are actually hybrids. Smokes the Fox and Cheney, weaponized werewolf. These 2 characters are basically hybrids that were created by the government in a facility on the New Mexico-Colorado border. And basically the storyline is about the secret military base where they conduct these experiments and create these hybrids along with the gray aliens. So I don't know if you're familiar with like UFO stuff, UFO lore, stuff like that.
Oh, you don't know. Have you ever catch Pop XP Paranormal, my friend Justin?
You familiar with Dulce Base then?
The truth is out there.
The truth is out there.
This basically takes place in Dulce Base, but I call it Project Minotaur.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Barron wrote both these books based on my concept.
Two campaigns with a Mike Barron connection.
He's out there.
He is out there.
Like the truth.
He's from Colorado. So I see him around at the local shows.
Yeah.
I just saw him last November.
Nice.
That right there is the main cover to Smokes.
Nice.
That's the Don Perlin cover. I actually got Don to come out of retirement to draw this cover for me.
Oh, very cool.
And then Bob Layton did the inks on that one.
Really? Very cool.
Yep. So those are the creators of Bloodshot, man.
Definitely. That is awesome.
And this cover right here is Gerhard. He did everything, the colors, the lines. And you can see that I got a lot of influence from Cerebus in my character.
Is he peeing in the woods?
He might be.
I saw in the background there. I was
It's just
thinking
adjusting.
I was thinking that background did look like a Gerhard background, which is,
Right?
That's amazing when you said.
I don't
that.
know
I
if
was
you
like-
can.
I was like,
It's
That's
kind of.
why I had him put those animals in the background. He has this other piece where he did like a Wolverine recreation where he meets Hulk for the first time.
Wow.
The first appearance of Wolverine. And he did one of those pieces and he had all these Canadian animals in the background. So I got the idea from that. And this time it's all the nocturnal animals from Colorado because that's where the story takes place.
That's awesome. I love that cover.
You got to see the cross hatching. Like it's incredible.
Yeah.
The lines in this background. I don't know if you can. Probably
I can make it
you
out
have
on my
to go,
laptop.
yeah. If you go on, actually go on the campaign and
That's
look
great.
at this cover, it's incredible. And then obviously, Smokes the Fox just sticks out. It's a perfect. I love that, man. I love this cover. There's so
Yeah.
much to it.
Mm-hmm.
I could talk like 10 more minutes on it, but I'm not going to bore anyone.
Which part of Colorado are you kind of putting this in?
This takes place. The underground facility is on the border of New Mexico and Colorado, so it's right there. Supposedly where the Bill State base exists.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And,
that's a real dump. Like that area is. It's not like it's not a place you would
Tell us more. Tell us
Yeah,
more.
we'll do this.
How
Well,
much of a
highlight-
dump is it?
There's haunted areas of Colorado. There's very like obscure areas. Like so that's what I was asking. There's like so many.
Mhm.
Well, I've seen you at Colorado. I've seen you at Denver Con. I've seen Alfred at Wyoming Con. I got a commission from him. Black Cat. He said it was his favorite character.
I gotta get out to more
His
of these.
favorite
Midwest
home
games.
wrecker.
Yeah. He did a couple pieces for me. He did a really nice one in my wife's sketchbook. He's a pretty cool dude. I've only
Nice.
seen him
Yeah.
once, though.
Very cool.
This is
Nice.
the inside of the base. You can see Smokes is still locked up at this time, and that's Cheney just chilling in another cell. This is like after he escapes. He's kind of like in disguise. You can't tell it's a dope smoking fox.
With a motorcycle.
But it's legal, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's legal now. This is the first time smokes up for the first time. Steal some camper's stash.
What are these?
That's awesome.
What's floating around him?
He's seeing purple pandas because the weed's
Is
so
it
good that he's seeing shit.
I was like, what are those purple pandas? That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That was in the script, so we put that in there.
That's funny.
Mike's a funny guy. He puts a lot of humor in dark
Wow.
situations. We got a killer werewolf on the loose, and he's drawing a fucking fox with purple pandas circling him.
Uh-huh.
That's Mike Barron for you.
This
Guys, a
art
trip.
reminds me of the boys.
Yeah, right? The boys, yeah.
This is a biker bar scene where some two rival biker gangs get it on.
Very cool. And
I
then,
love that.
so
that's right
just to
there.
be clear, this campaign's for two books, right?
You get both books when you back.
Mhm.
BOGO, or both of them are written by Mike. Both stories go together, but they're both drawn by different artists for interiors. This right here is drawn by Tim Vigil, the lines.
Mhm.
And
I was just on the phone with Tim before we did this live stream, and we were talking about this cover.
oh, I was talking
Yep.
to him the other day. He said he liked how it came out,
He did.
and that he might want to even work with me down the road on some other project. But I haven't really talked to him about that yet. Right now, I'm just focusing on this. But these are the interiors for Weaponized Werewolf.
Nice.
This is the first page.
Do your books tie together, or
Yeah, both books go together. They have some of the same characters in each book, and but this book takes place about 15 years earlier than Smokes, so it's kind of like the prequel.
Okay.
But you want to read Smokes first, then you want to read this book.
Well, was he locked up with Smokes?
Basically what happened is a colonel made the worst mistake of his life, and he gave the order to let the killer werewolf Cheney, loose to go fetch Smokes or to eliminate him.
And what's their relation to the Greys?
The Greys are basically working with the military underground in this facility, creating these hybrids. And without the Greys, it's not possible without their technology.
Gotcha. I actually love this page here. I think this is pretty cool.
This is Barry Mclean. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
No, I'm
Barry
not.
Mclean, Cue Ball, Billy the Kid.
Mm-hmm.
He did Cue Balls with Mike Barron's another book.
Yep. I've heard of the book, and I've never read it. I've never really dabbled in it, but I have heard of it.
He's a great artist. He's actually my neighbor. Out of all places on earth, I was gonna mail him something, and he's my neighbor. It was very strange. I knew
so
he
you had
lived
no
in my
clue
area or in Denver, but I didn't know he lived like next door to me.
Really?
It's a small world, I guess.
That is a small world. You go to
That
mail
is weird.
something to someone, obviously look at the address, and you're probably like, wait a minute.
There's 2 million people in Denver, so it's not like it's a little town.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, man.
Oh, these are the add-ons. You get that card right there. That's a Barry Mclean piece. You get that metal trading card if you're one of the first 90 backers. I think I'm at like 35 backers right now. So, and this is just some interior artwork that I have for sale.
That looks awesome.
These are the just to look at the sketch cards if you wanted to get add-on.
Mm-hmm. So, are these guys just like enemies? Like, is that where we're
Yeah, they
going
don't
with
like
this?
each
Is it
other, and there's about a 15-year age difference between the two. Smokes is like a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
and Cheney's a little bit older. Doesn't really care for him.
Do they end up having to like work together, but they hate each other? Type
Cheney
thing?
doesn't really like anybody. The werewolf doesn't like anyone.
No.
I mean, you can't really get along with him.
Oh, 6
Wolverine.
a.m. Got some.
Yeah,
there
these
we
are
go.
the stretch goal. The first stretch goals for the 4 different stickers. 6
Nice.
a.m. knocked it out, man. He did a really good job on
6
these.
a.m. is incredible. That guy is like all completely self-taught too. Like he's one hell of a cartoonist.
That guy at the end right there with the shotgun, smoking a cigar or whatever. That's the guy who gave the order to let Weaponized Werewolf go
Gotcha.
eliminate Smokes. This is going to be some bonus content if I can make it that far.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it.
Like model sheets and stuff. Look at my last stretch goal. I thought it was pretty funny.
Baron and Belmont smoke up live.
Oh my god.
I never seen Mike Barron smoke before, so
Does
smoking
he?
live will be epic.
Does he?
I've never seen him smoke before, ever. Not live or.
Will he do? Did he agree to do it if you break
Yeah, I asked him, I
35K?
said, would you smoke up live if I hit 35 grand? He said, sure, why not? So
Oh, awesome. Oh, we just got a super chat in from TJ. This is actually for Albert, for Alton. Alton, has Alton approached Jim Belmont or Holly Golightly for covers? His stuff is right down their alley for art and cosplay.
Not yet, but I guess I will now.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll put them. I'll contact them tomorrow. That's yeah. Thanks, TJ.
Thanks, TJ. You get no credit, you son of a gun. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's cool though. That Baron will do it. That'll be pretty
he's like,
funny.
sure, I'll do it. What do you want me to do? Smoke up? No problem.
Man, easy. He's an easy date. That's cool, man. So, and this is your first campaign, right?
Yeah, it's my first rodeo. Just testing the waters. I've been working on this project for about 3 years, developing everything. You know, the logos, the characters, the storyline, and then I just gave the concept to Mike, and I walked up to him at a local show here in Colorado, and I said, I got a idea for a pot smoking fox. You want to write it for me? And he's like, I'm in. and I didn't know if he was joking or if he was serious, but in the end, he was serious, and we ended up doing 2 books. After Smokes, we ended up doing another book, Weaponized Werewolf, and you guys are going to be entertained. I think you guys are going to like the story if you give it a chance. Do you want to play the trailer?
Yeah, so I'm going to jump into right now. Well, there you have it. If you want a fun cryptozoic pot smoking werewolf adventure, fox, I mean, there you have it right there. That was a hell of a campaign video too. I like that.
I'm sold.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That seems fun.
Did that video for me.
Yeah, that looks like a fun campaign that you got going on in that book and everything. Now, are you going to continue on with this series?
Yeah, I want it to be at least 3 issues for this storyline.
Okay.
And possibly work on another storyline. I have an idea for a second issue and maybe a guest appearance from somebody you guys might know. I don't want to say much more than that, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, and create universes and stuff before I can get my first campaign, through.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you've got 21 days left to go. So anyone, if this is your cup of tea, as I always say, share on Facebook, Twitter, your Instagram, whatever you're doing. There's 21 days left. If you're a fellow streamer and you want a good guest, invite Justin on and talk a bit about Smokes the Fox #1 and Weaponized Werewolf 0. Why is Smokes a #1 and Weaponized Werewolf a 0?
Weaponized Werewolf is kind of like the prequel to Smokes. You'll see if you read it. Makes sense.
That's
but now maybe start and do Weaponized Werewolf 1 next campaign,
Yeah. Oh, very cool.
I like that idea. I think it's a great way because as a writer, you have so many ideas and so many different books you want to put out, right? But you don't want to have 27 campaigns running at the same time, having people say, I didn't get my stuff. It's like, I'm giving it to you. I promise I'm working on it. So to have an issue 1 and to have an issue 0, you're kind of saying, okay, this is the main book, but I've got this guy over here that I want you to be aware of. And if you like it, let me know. We'll throw that as a #1 next and continue on. And then with that #1, you put out another issue 0 of another title. So you get to feel out the fans, see what the fans are really gravitating towards, because maybe they're not into the main idea, but maybe that issue 0, they're like, wow, I want that. So you're giving them an opportunity to dip their toe into a lot of different things, as well as get your work out there and find out what the fans are really gravitating towards and what you are going to be the most successful at putting out.
That is true.
You said it better than me.
I know that makes a great point, though. That really does.
Because I had the same idea. I'll be doing the same thing.
It's like, just to be forewarned.
Right.
No, but that is a great idea. And then you can see how the fans are feeling it.
The reason why I did 2 different books is so I can get it done quicker. I can have one artist work on one book and the other artist work on the other.
Absolutely.
I thought it was cool to have 2 separate books. Most people just have one. and 2 stories by Mike Barron. Who the hell's gonna hate that?
How far along is the art in the project? Is it all done? or-
Everything's done except for the credits page.
Awesome.
And that's about it.
Nice. Yeah, very cool, man. Well, it's your first
Yeah.
campaign, so definitely once it's set, get it fulfilled. Get it fulfilled as close to on time as possible, and then
This
just
summer, I
start
want to
cranking out the
get it out
rest.
everybody this summer.
Yeah, it's funny because sometimes, like in the chat, I'll see people like, "Hey, Billy, I haven't gotten my book yet," and they'll, and it's like they ordered it 2 weeks ago or something. It's like, guys, you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. This also isn't the platform for that. I'm gonna ignore that comment. That's what the email and the messaging stuff's for. But yeah, man, good luck to you, and get yourself on a good schedule, man, because you got a good team behind yourself. It sounds fun. Sounds like a good story arc built up, and that's key right there. Make that first one successful, on time delivery, and sky's the limit from there.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Great
and
looking
again,
product though.
it is. It's cool, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. And then before we take off tonight, I'm going to bring up here for my good friend Dan.
Me?
Oh,
Goblin Girl by Dan
Yes,
Plegel.
friends.
Yes.
72 pages of fantasy gore and a plentiful amount of boobs.
Lots of
Goblin
boobs.
Girl. So yeah, so this is the book. All
That's,
the pages are pretty much drawn at this point.
that's
Billy is
Indiegogo,
hard
and
at work
that's still
coloring
good
them.
fee? You
What's
made
that?
much? You made that much on Indiegogo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. It was a crunch, but we made it.
Congrats.
So, but yeah, it's been pretty good. Like I was bowled over. I was expecting maybe 30 backers and like a couple $100. I was like, if I just get a few, I'll just make sure I get some money for my day job, and I'll just buy me a stack of them so I have books for shows.
That's cool.
And man, people showed up and bought some books. So
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you. Like I've been over it. It was overwhelming. Like, but there's another Jason of Unhinged. I did a little add-on book for his Absolute Book 2 campaign. Should check that out as well. It's like the 2.5 issue. I think it's still up there. But yeah, so this book, it's a fantasy book, and it's going to have a color version and a black and white book. So if you like the Copic gray tone work that I do, you can see that, as well as Billy's amazing color, which, as you can see here, he adds some extra elements that aren't in the black and white version, like visually with color. So they are kind of two different experiences.
Very cool.
But yeah, I actually have the first 5 pages that are colored. There's like 2 pages that need to be tweaked a little bit. There's more than that done, but like it's like 5 we're pretty good with right now. Like we went to the beginning and he's going through them at this point. And I could show those too in a minute. But yeah, so there's some Billy's color work. That one right there is going to get reworked a little bit because there's some highlights in there that need to be removed, and some of the tones need to be adjusted. But yeah, it's just it's like a Lord of the Rings meets Elvira type book. There's no nudity or extreme sex or anything in it. It's just like a titillating comedy / fantasy adventure book, basically.
Nice.
And right now it's about 72 pages of story, and then it's going to be 80 pages altogether with some little extra stuff in the back. And then lots of other goodies. There's an all-in thing that's going to have a bunch of tchotchkes and things that are only in the big box, and then going to have some cards and some art prints and stuff like that people are going to get with the as add-on perks with the standard packages for everybody.
Oh, very nice, man.
But yeah.
Well, how long are you staying on in demand? Do you have a plan?
I'm planning to stay in demand till like maybe a bit after we start fulfilling, because
Okay.
I want people to see that the book is getting into people's hands and it's a real thing. So I know there's some people, especially over in Indiegogo, that like, because of people like I'll just say it, Andrew Huerta and people like that like pulled a bunch of money for a book and the book's never happening, evidently, you know? So a lot of people, like when first time people, especially little people like myself that aren't like known comic book creator entities. They're sometimes like if they see the product and they like it, they'll jump on and take a chance. But there's a lot of guys that have been burned, and they'll just like to sit back and wait and see if it's real.
I didn't think about that. I have like 4 campaigns in demand right now on Indiegogo, but I just fill them as they come in. I mean, the thing is with Indiegogo, you do have to wait 10 days because you have 10 days to cancel your order.
Mm-hmm.
So when people say, "Oh, I ordered from your Indiegogo, yesterday," I have to wait 10 days before I fulfill that order. But in 10 days, it will go in the mail because we do check it, like 3 times a week, and we package, and it's like, okay, this can go out on this day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as long as you have activity, you can stay in demand for as long as you want.
Yeah. So you don't have to, for people that are concerned, oh, well, it's in demand, it wasn't filled yet. Many times they are being filled. It's just being treated as a store at that point.
So we need to keep the activity up, people.
Yeah.
Keep the activity going.
Back today, friends.
Yes.
Back today, so I can give the colorist a bonus.
Yes, because Dan is growing in the YouTube world. He's the next indie sensation.
I don't know about that. I'm just hoping to make some more friends. That's it. So,
he's using you, everyone. Get out.
I'm not using anybody.
He's using everyone. No. But hey, everyone, it was so fun hanging out with you all tonight. It was great seeing your campaigns. I wish you all the best of luck with your campaigns and anything else you have. You're always welcome. Shoot me a DM, a message. We'll get you guys back on for whatever else you have coming down the road. And Cara, thanks for joining me, co-hosting, as well as you, Dan.
Thank you, sir.
And we'll see you all next week. We've got I've got Marat Michaels and Dan Mendoza on Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
We may have Sarah Frazetta on next week as well. Frazetta Girl stuff. That's pending. Billy, we might have to reschedule that one. And then Thursday, I'm going to be with JC Vaughn talking the Overstreet Guide to Lost Universes, which I received my copy yesterday. I've been reading, and I got to tell you guys, seriously, it's incredible. It is a price guide, but it's merged with history from all of these old publications and publishers that we had out there. Just to bring them, it is absolutely unbelievable. Really, if you guys can get your hands on it, you do yourself a favor and do it. I'm like 50 pages in, there's like however many 100 pages. But so far it's awesome. So I'm going to try to quickly get that read up this weekend and get my official review video out there. And, but Thursday we're going to dive into that, and I'm going to try to get some special guests on, maybe some of the guys that worked on those books. So we'll see what I can pull together. I think it'll be a fun panel. Cool. And if I have time, I'm going to try to squeeze in another crowdfunding comics, hour or something. Might have to skip it next week. I don't know. If Cara can, do it with me, maybe we'll do it. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I'm down. I would make time for you.
But all right. Thank you. But again, guys, thanks so much. You people out there watching, thank you that are watching this recorded. Thank you. If you like what you've seen on the Popics, please click that subscribe button. Smash that bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. Mods, you rock out there. It was great seeing so many people in the chat, and it's great seeing you guys. Everyone, have yourselves a wonderful evening. Have a safe weekend. Have fun and back some books.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Good.
All right. Hey everyone. Thank you for joining us on Pop XP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Pop XP and over on Instagram at the Pop XP. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you soon.